Story 1 of 4. Elijah Hollands' mental health episode during Carlton vs Collingwood AFL match. Elijah Hollands' mental health episode during Carlton vs Collingwood AFL match. Here's what every outlet agrees on. Elijah Hollands was admitted to hospital on April 20, 2026, after a mental health episode during Carlton's match against Collingwood on April 18, 2026, at the MCG. Hollands played 60% of the game, 75% of the first 3 quarters, and registered only one possession, a kick, against Collingwood on April 18, 2026. Carlton coach Michael Voss described Hollands as pretty shattered after the game, saying he was really disappointed with how he started and felt like he let people down. Hollands had previously taken personal leave from Carlton in 2025 due to mental health and alcohol issues, and was delisted at the end of the 2025 season before being reinstated for 2026. Carlton CEO Graham Wright stated that the club ruled out alcohol or illicit substances as factors in Hollands' episode, confirming it was a mental health issue. But not all outlets told the same story. The Guardian and The Age suggest that Hollands' erratic behaviour was visible to fans and potentially to Collingwood players, but Carlton's medical and coaching staff did not intervene until late in the game, while Carlton's CEO Graham Wright stated that club officials were aware Hollands was struggling during the game but followed medical advice. The Age and ABC mention that Hollands was benched for most of the final quarter, but The Age also notes he played about 8.5 minutes in the last quarter, while other sources do not specify the exact duration. The Guardian and The Age imply that the lack of intervention by Carlton staff was a failure in duty of care, while Carlton's statements emphasize that they followed medical advice and protocols. This story was covered by ABC News, The Guardian, news.com.au, Sydney Morning Herald and The Age. Story 2 of 4. US-Iran ceasefire talks, Strait of Hormuz tensions, and escalating threats in 2026 Middle East conflict. US-Iran ceasefire talks, Strait of Hormuz tensions, and escalating threats in 2026 Middle East conflict. Here's what every outlet agrees on. J.D. Vance will lead the US delegation to Pakistan for talks with Iran, including Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner. The US-Iran ceasefire is set to expire on Wednesday, April 23, 2026, with Trump extending it by 24 hours to allow talks. Iran closed the Strait of Hormuz to shipping on Saturday, April 20, 2026, after briefly reopening it on Friday. Iran's Revolutionary Guards fired at a tanker and threatened to destroy an empty cruise ship in the Strait of Hormuz on Saturday, April 20, 2026. Trump threatened to destroy Iran's power plants and bridges if no deal is reached, stating "No more Mr. Nice Guy" on Truth Social. But not all outlets told the same story. News Kamau states Trump's ceasefire extension ends Wednesday evening Washington time, while The Guardian does not specify a time but confirms the extension to Wednesday. News Kamau reports Trump's ceasefire was set to expire on Wednesday, April 23, without mentioning a 24-hour extension, while The Guardian explicitly states Trump extended it by 24 hours. The Guardian notes Iran's blockade was reimposed on Saturday, April 20, because the US would not lift its counter-blockade, while News Kamau does not specify this reason for the reimposition. This story was covered by The Guardian and news.com.au. Story 3 of 4. Middle East conflict disrupts flights, affecting Australian travellers and airline crews. Middle East conflict disrupts flights, affecting Australian travellers and airline crews. Here's what every outlet agrees on. More than 52,000 flights to and from the Middle East, over half of all scheduled flights in the region, were cancelled in the 2 weeks after hostilities began on February 28, 2026, according to Cirium Aviation Analytics. The author's flight on Qatar Airways to Italy in June 2026 was cancelled, and the airline offered a less direct replacement route. Flight attendants working for Emirates, Qatar Airways, Etihad, Oman Air, and other Middle Eastern airlines are facing job insecurity due to cancellations and financial strain from disrupted oil supplies and fuel price hikes. The author experienced a flight on Emirates from Athens to Dubai during a 2025 missile attack in the region, where crews saw missiles in the distance but remained calm. This story was covered by Sydney Morning Herald and The Age. Story 4 of 4. New Zealand PM Christopher Luxon survives confidence vote amid polling slump. New Zealand PM Christopher Luxon survives confidence vote amid polling slump. Here's what every outlet agrees on. Christopher Luxon called and won a formal motion of confidence in his leadership at a National Party caucus meeting on the 21st of April, 2026, stating, "I have the support of my caucus as their leader." The confidence vote was held during a routine National Party meeting in Wellington, New Zealand, and lasted over 2 hours. Luxon accused the media of creating a soap opera and said he would not engage with speculation, stating, "I won't be commenting further on it." A One News Varian poll, reported by ABC, and a Stuff poll, reported by Guardian, showed Luxon's National Party struggling to poll above 30% in hypothetical elections. Luxon has led the National Party since 2021 and became Prime Minister in November 2023 after winning the 2023 election with 38% of the vote. But not all outlets told the same story. The Guardian reports Luxon ghosted National Party whip Stuart Smith after a meeting was requested, but ABC does not mention this specific incident. ABC states Luxon has seen his popularity fall over the past year, while The Guardian emphasizes the ongoing slump in opinion polls without specifying the timeline. This story was covered by ABC News and The Guardian.